One of my favorite WMDs, mini meds, mini meds. Not about medication. We need athletes to understand that the only drugs they should be taking should be the natural drugs, the drugs of endorphins and dopamine, right, which are secreted when the body is in the state of happiness and blissfulness. Mini meds, if you take the meds, this is about meditation, and without scaring people off, these little 30-second or even 45-second little mini vacations during the course of a day or in practice or after practice becomes very crucial. Mini meds are about, and it gets back to, can you get back into and understand the importance of controlling Debbie, right? Debbie standing for our deep exaggerated breaths. And whether it's the coach letting the players sit down, lay down. I know in our sports psychology class, we actually sit up. They do it with their eyes open and their eyes closed. And all they're doing is counting backwards from 50 to 1. And each time that they take a number, they take a Debbie. And as we get simply better at quieting them down and having them listen to their breath, the athletes in the room will start plugging in a rap chat or a best flick, right? So they're taking these little mini vacations in the middle of a game. I don't have to explain to you the power of meditation. I think in this country, more and more people are starting to realize the benefit of meditation. More and more people are taking yoga, Pilates, understanding that mind, body, and soul, and the integration of that really starts with the breath and learning how to do less. That when we take things away, we have more. And so without getting into a full-blown transcendental meditation class, these mini meds become extremely important. Commit and ask your players a few times a day, hey, go on vacation for 30 seconds, for 45 seconds, right? Let them enter the world of meditation, and all they're really doing is getting them to understand that learning how to be quiet is something that every athlete is looking to do. When you talk about hitting a baseball, learning how to be quiet will enhance your visual skills. Athletes that learn that less is better from a muscular standpoint are going to be much better in their performance. So these mini meds become an extremely effective way for the athlete to either practice their rap chats, to go to the movies in the middle of the day and create one of their best flicks where they can actually practice or throw a bullpen or actually take batting practice. And the fact that they're getting better and better at those Debbies, so when they're in a stressful situation, when they're in the middle of a game, they're able to slow down. And you hear that all the time. Hey, you got to slow the game down. How do you do that? Well, you can't slow the game down if you don't have weapons or tools to be able to do that. And this gets back to coaches, well, let's put players in a stressful situation so they can practice de-stressing. Great idea. The problem is, if you don't give them ways in which they can deal with stress, you're just going to make their competitive anxiety levels come off the charts. So yes, putting hitters in an 0-2 count, right? Making pitchers throw with runners on base. Crowd noise simulation. I know we've done that in years past here, where we're getting athletes to understand the noise factor, which is helpful in them. If I don't stay with my routines, right, the noise becomes an issue. So yes, stress isn't about yelling at athletes. It's not about screaming at them. Some coaches will have some level of success with that. Long term, I've seen it be more destructive than helpful. And again, we're talking about more tone of voice than anything else. But learning how to internalize, and this is really what it gets back to with the mini meds, that if you can find time in team practice or try to get the athletes on their own, take mini vacations, take your mini meds, okay? Learning how to do less is better.